How we doing, sports fans? Ghost Picks team Justin here. Very good day yesterday. I think we can all agree we had the best game of the season in the NHL yesterday. Capitals, Rangers. It was an absolute slugfest, barn burner, and I loved every minute of it. That was our top play. We put 6 units on the Capitals money line. Line opened up at minus 120. Quickly shifted to right around minus 140 around game time start, and I just love the Capitals in this play. In my write up I wrote that Oshie was about to explode, coming off the death of his father. It's just one of those things that great athletes do after kind of having a hard loss. They just seem to come in and just absolutely explode the next game. You saw it with Brett Favre when his father died, and I expected the same thing out of TJ Oshie tonight, and he goes ahead and he gets a hat trick. Kind of a couple things we knew that were going to happen is the Rangers, they're obviously very frustrated with what happened with the Wilson situation. No suspension. You knew they were going to be out for blood. They weren't really going to be focused on hockey, more so just trying to get a little bit of pride back, I'd say maybe. That's what they're going for. New York, definitely without a tough guy in the team, and they did not have an answer for any of that. Kudos to them for standing up and actually trying to go toe-to-toe with the Capitals, but Capitals obviously a more physical team. They have more seasoned grinders and fighters. And also, I wanted to tip my hat to the Capitals for not actually using those guys to retaliate. Obviously, they have Wilson, who ended up getting jumped by Smith, but Char didn't fight, Mantha didn't fight. They're notorious tough guys. They kind of let New York fight within their weight class and give them a shot, even if they didn't win many of them. It was still, like I said, very entertaining. New York took a lot of penalties. Washington was on the power play, I felt like, for half of each period. It really slowed the game down, made it for a long game, but they really took advantage of those power plays, and that's where Oshie got 2 of his goals with an empty netter for his hat trick. Really good game for us. It was exciting to watch, even if it was slow. It wasn't the up and down action you're used to. It was more so dropping the mitts every 5 minutes, and I think it did a lot for hockey. And it shows that teams still need to have an enforcer, mainly because that wouldn't have happened otherwise. But getting past that, like I said, it was a good game to watch, and we got the winner with the Capitals. We did have one loser yesterday. It was the Nashville Predators, going back to them regulation. A team that needed to win yesterday. Obviously, they're in that four spot hunt with Dallas. And Dallas playing Tampa Bay, which you knew was going to be a tough game, more than likely going to lose that game, which they did. You'd think that Nashville would like to distance themselves, as Dallas has a game in hand. Obviously, you have to win that game, but still, with being up only 4 points, you can kind of put a pretty big dent in their hopes if you get a win versus a lesser Columbus team, and they did not produce. Came out flat. They kind of let them hang around, and in the third period, Columbus took over and won 4-2. Frustrating for us. It was a small 3-unit play, but sometimes that happens. And right now in the NHL season, the biggest thing for us is finding teams that have something to play with, have something to play for, and that's kind of what the main goal is. A lot of these teams are playing free. They're playing for jobs next year, or if you're finding a team that's playing for first place or for a playoff spot. And that's really what we're looking for in these matchups, is who needs to win and who it really doesn't matter for. One of those games was our free play, was Vegas versus Minnesota. Obviously, that number 1 seed out in the West is huge. You get to play St. Louis rather than Colorado or Minnesota. And it was another barn burner. I said that Minnesota has a thing of trying to turn it on in the third period. I think it's going to bite them in the ass come playoff time. They did it again last night. They were down 1 in the third. They got 2 goals in the third. I thought they were about to flip it on again and make me eat my words. And then Vegas came back, scored a late goal, pushed it into OT, and then got Fleury his win, moving him into third all time, which was really nice for us. And we got another free play winner for you guys. I think that puts us at 13-5 on a little free play run, which is really good. I'm happy you guys are able to get on board and get that. Today, looks like a really tough card. I have one play that I absolutely love. I pushed it out really early last night because I knew the line was going to change. And other than that, it looks like a pretty tough card today. A lot of juice in all the games, to be honest, and it's not my favorite thing. You guys know how I despise puck line. So for my free play today, I'm actually going to go with the New Jersey Devils plus 1.5 versus the New York Islanders. Islanders are a struggling team right now. They just dropped 2 to Buffalo. Do I think they're going to come out and play pretty hard? Yes. However, the Devils are playing some of their best hockey. And like I said, guys are playing for their jobs next year. They're kind of putting it all out there, showing what they got. And the Devils are coming off a little bit of a heater themselves. They've been playing teams pretty tough, and I like them tonight. Not only that, I don't feel like the Islanders are able to distance themselves. Even if they end up winning a game in overtime or winning by 1, I like the Devils plus 1.5. And if you want to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit on the money line, I'm totally cool with that too. I believe right now the line's at plus 220. It's not a bad option. I think the Devils look good. And I think right now the Islanders are pretty content, and they know they're going to be the 4th seed. I don't think it bothers them. They know that how they're going to have to win in the playoffs is going to be ugly. It doesn't matter where they do it at, and I think they're fine with the 4th seed. I think kind of right now they're just kind of testing lines and doing that kind of stuff. So definitely like that, and I think it's going to be a pretty good matchup, and I like what we have in the play. If you guys aren't subscribers yet, I highly suggest you subscribe. Go ahead and like, and I want to hear what you guys think for this card today in the NHL. Go ahead and drop a comment, and let's see what you guys are on today, because I'm very curious to see where you guys are at. As always, good luck, God bless, grind on, and let's go.